showed up at the bakery. It was Ree, the princess. And Ree had a request.
May I have 2 cups of the chocolate and the vanilla?
And the baker, whose name was Cupcake, had an idea. And Ree knew who else would enjoy a party. And so Ree said, let's go get her.
Let's go get her.
And the two of them left the cupcake store, leaving all those cupcakes unguarded. Yay. And headed off to find Lola, Ree's sister. Speaking of Lola, let's check in with her, see how she's doing looking for pets, shall we? Hey, Lola, you around somewhere? Huh. Hey, have you found any pets? Oh, it was an owl and a mermaid dog.
Sure.
That was convenient. And Evie, the owl, had a question.
Do you know a place where you can find out where we're sisters? Well, let's go.
And so they headed off to Lola's house. I wonder how they can find out at Lola's house if they're sisters. Huh. I guess we'll figure that out soon. Anyway, Joe, the funky monkey, and Hud the lion were almost to Hud's rock when they met somebody. It was Terror, the velociraptor. And he recognized him from something he had.
Are you on this commercial? Yeah, Funky Rock. I like Funky Rock.
And he was a very famous funky monkey advertising for FunkyRocks.com. And Terror had an idea.
So do you want to go to my cave?
And they headed off to Terror's cave instead. At Lola's house, the three got, Lola and Evie and Ella ended up at Lola's house. Wait, what is that?
It's a DNA scanner.
That is awesome. So Lola used her, and she quickly scanned their DNA and discovered.
Because our sisters was evil with turn you into a mermaid. She turned you into a mermaid dog, and she's dead right now, so you can't hurt her.
Oh, so they're kind of stuck like this, huh?
Yeah.
So sisters being sisters, they had a great idea.
Hey, there's my duck. No, I want to be it. I want to be it. I want to.
The sisters were arguing.
I want to be it.
And they kept arguing because, sisters, when Lola's sister, Ree, showed up with Cupcake, the baker. And they saw the news.
Hi, Ree. This is Cupcake. She has Cupcake.
And they decided to save these for later. Let's save the cupcakes for later. I'll put them in the fridge for you, Ree, if you'd like. Hold on. And Cupcake delivered her message. She told them about the party.
Yes, dinosaur. Yes, please.
And so they headed off to the party. Nice job, girl. Now, the Velociraptor's house, the Terror's house, its cave, they got there. And Terror, explain what they should do first. And they started a Batman theme. After a while, Joe got hungry. And had a request.
I have cupcakes, but if we eat them, there's going to be no left for the party.
And Terror had better ideas.
How about we go deliver these invitations I have?
And so they headed off. I think you should probably go that way. Joe, however, came back. Are you sure? When they found themselves in the middle of the woods, Terror and Joe and Hud, Terror suddenly realized what Joe had.
Please do that cupcake. No!
And as they watched, Joe started nibbling. All of a sudden, though, it was eating his hand! Hud quickly sprung into action and saved John's hand. And John quickly thanked Hud. As they happened to not be watching, all of a sudden, Hud saved them too. Come here, Tara, Joe, come here. Don't eat random evil cupcakes, okay? That's a bad idea. Uh-oh. Did he just nibble that?
Are you okay? I don't know.
And he looked at them. Okay, you ready? Girls, on this side. Now, the mermaid dog, the owl, the princess, the hula surfer, and who did I miss? And the beagle baker were happily skipping down the path to Terror's cave when they ran into somebody. And they all fell. When they sat up, they said, we saw somebody. Luckily, Ella had magic powers and froze him. Ella, that was nice. How long does your freeze spell last?
1 minute.
Whoa, 1 minute. That's, you guys...
Make a cupcake potion.
Cupcake potion? Can you do that? Okay, so they all lined up calmly and put magic powers into the cupcake potion, and let's stay over here out of the way. But not you, Cupcake. What are you doing with that? And I think the owl still has some powers to put in.
And water power.
And they all watched. I wonder what happened. Lola had an idea.
Tara, I think you should go see if he is still. Okay. Okay? Yeah. Sure? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they looked and...